happened this weekend? We have Dems, and they did the work. Like Lizzie Fletcher working to stop the steal in Texas, Adam Schiff explaining what happens when he meets with Republican Californians, and so much more. Daily Dems doing the work, making noise, and fighting back, day 175. Of course, starting with repping the rep, which this week is going to be Marilyn Strickland. She represents Washington State District 10. She is the third Korean-American woman in Congress, but the first who's a Democrat. She's the first Black woman from the Pacific Northwest elected at all. She joined Chair Grace Meng for the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus YouTube series called Spill the Tea, where they talked about her Korean traditions and how the import tax threats are affecting her district. Jason Ray is a name you don't know, but you should. He's the secretary of the DNC, and he posts all the time about the less glamorous ways that Chair Ken Martin is making change. The last 2 weeks, they've been working on diversifying the standing committee members. Held caucus nominating elections, 12 minority-focused caucuses. Ken wants to make sure the DNC is as multicultural and diverse as possible. You can watch all these meetings on their YouTube. Lizzie Fletcher is the chair of the Texas Democratic Congressional Delegation. She's the point person against the Texas Republican gerrymandering attempt. And tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, she will be joined by Harris County Commissioner Rodney Ellis and State Rep John Rosenthal to discuss all things redistricting and our plan to stop it. Emily Randall joined Governor Bob Ferguson as well as local and tribal leaders for a press conference about the Indian Creek gasoline spill. Biggest concerns are the environment, the needs of the indigenous community, and making sure they have the tools and support they need. Robert Garcia posted about Andre Romero being sent back to Venezuela, which it's a win that he's out of CICA, not a win that he's sent back to the place he was trying to seek asylum from. Garcia is going to be working tirelessly to make sure that he is safe. Wasserman Schultz and the entire Florida Democratic delegation, which includes Darren Soto, Maxwell Frost, Kathy Castor, Sheila Serafluis McCormick, Lois Frankel, Jared Moskowitz, and Frederica Wilson, introduced the No Cages in the Everglades Act. Finally, Adam Schiff was on Stephen Colbert, which I'm sure you know. What you probably don't know is how the interview started. I even asked him how he communicates with Republican constituents, particularly farmers, and they're trained to think he's literally evil. And this leads into discussions about his role on the Ag Committee. So I hope you learned something. If you made it to the end, comment with 7 words to help the algorithm. And a watermelon. Oh, it should be a whole watermelon. And you'll know why if you watch that Stephen Colbert segment. It has to do with the shape of someone's head. And if you watched or read any of the stories, comment with what you learned. And a gas pump, because that's where the truck should have ended up, not in the Indian River. Our voices are superpower, but only when we use them.